Hello everybody and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. In the last episode we watched our main character here grow up as an outcast, spending the entirety of her life up to now wondering why she was outcasted and what happened to her mother. Because apparently there's some connection between her losing her mother and her being rejected from the matriarchal society, that matriarchal tribe that she's a part of. But for the moment, our task is to... But for now, our task is to... How do I... What are the controls again? How do I... Notebook. Quest, that's what I look for. For years, allies have trained to the point of trained to win the proving. Now with the ritual just 2 days away, she must pass the Oh, I forgot. Alloy is the name of the character we're playing as, I'm sorry. Anyway, she must pass the final test of her skills and learn a final lesson. Now our main objective is to gather her fire arrows. Back off. Talk to Greta. So there's no double jump, just single jump. If you're going to... There it is, see his crouch. It's kind of been a while. So you'll have to forgive me if I have to take a moment to reacquaint myself with the... Was it pointing me down there? What's up here? I played Skyrim, I know how to do this.
Bounty among the rocks and the trees, but find no sustenance. Oh, Mother, when my name was called to the mountain, you did not speak it back. You kept it close to your heart. I know, even when my belly and hands are empty, that you hold me in your embrace.
Hello, Grata.
Oh, Mother, since I was cast out, have I not been constant as the river flows? Have I not kept the vows as the stones do? Show me your grace, All Mother, and provide for me once more.
Don't worry, Greta. I'll hunt your rabbits.
Oh, Mother, I hear your voice on the wind.
Is she messing with us or is she
I
delusional?
would count your blessings on my prayer beads, but I lost them atop the eastern overlook. My old bones are too worn to return.
So it's rabbits and your trinket you need this time. Okay, I'll find you at your camp.
Okay, she won her little trinket and her. Gather 5 meat. Does it have to be does it have to be a specific kind of meat, or does any kind of meat do? Because I could just as easily hunt with some birds. I mean, bird meat's just as good as rabbit meat, right?
Snow. Prickles on my skin.
Finally, we're getting into more of the open world stuff that I appreciate more. So, hopefully, the game will go better than last time. Because in the first episode, the game was a lot of opening narrative, almost too much. Okay, where's an animal? If I know I was behind for me, I would have hunted that boar earlier. Wait, what's this? One of the robots?
Oh, Mother preserve me as the outcast.
Okay, first of all, you don't need to be rude. Second of all, I'm hunting for meat here. Get off my back.
Mother's heart. 2 more days, then I'll know what it's like in there. It's so many people crammed into one place. I guess no one ever gets lonely in there.
Oh my god, why is this place so barren of animals? Mother's watch, mother's heart. Personally, I never really been one to be a fan of like tribalistic. Why is it every time I have to hunt for animals? By the time I realize an animal's even there, they already spotted me, and are long gone before I can get ready to like do anything. Okay, how do I... Here we go. Damn! Think it could take more than just like a little wooden arrow to kill these things. I guess we're making the arrows out their own wooden shards. And that's what makes the arrows so effective. They're not immune to their own little metal alloys. Huh? Here we go. Like I said, I don't mind a more narrative-focused game, but you know, I appreciate the time. I appreciate when a game gives me the time to think, like just gives me some quiet time to think for myself. Like it gets annoying when I want to say something about the game or so, or just talk about anything in general, and it's hard to get like half a sentence out because the characters are like non-stop chattering, just non-stop talk. It just grinds the nerves. Like it's easy for me to shut up when I know I'm going to be going into like a cutscene or so with characters talking, but when it's out in the open field like this and characters just non-stop talk, please. Let's hope this one has two. Of course not. Alright. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. What's up, Doc? Wait.
Okay, Grata said her prayer beads were at the eastern overlook. It's not far from here. The Brave Trail up the rocks is close by.
Blueworm King wasn't that far here. We're close to it.
Grata may be devout, but it takes strong arms to reach the overlook the fast way.
Birds. Alright, that's good. Oh, I didn't see this here. Damn. She knows her climbing.
So much for being careful. Whatever they're hunting out there doesn't sound easy. This looks promising. Aha! Grata's prayer beads. I see why she comes up here to pray. It looks out to Mother's Gate. You know, I wonder what bothers me more. That she ignores me, or that with all her talking to All-Mother, she's never lonely.
Are you for real? Just let me fast travel. Damn. Don't give me crap about needing to craft a specific item in order.
The ground softening up.
When did this come out? The same year as Breath of the Wild? Breath of the Wild can do fast traveling right, but this game can't. Like, Breath of the Wild just lets you fast travel wherever you want, with the only condition being you have to discover the tower or the shrine in order to go there. This game's all her, you need to craft an item. Like, get over yourself. Come on, I'm not a fan of that. Like,
Please. No one else will help me. Please, I need your help.
What's wrong?
You want to talk to an outcast?
I'm desperate for help. Whatever the consequences.
What's the problem then? Trouble with your leg?
Forget about me. It's my daughter, Arana. She's in danger. She went after a scrapper near Mother's cradle, and I fear for her life. I can't even stand up, let alone go after her. Will you help me find her?
Your daughter?
Why would your daughter hunt a scrapper on her own?
It's my fault. I went after it first, and it tore up my leg. I barely got away, and I left a spear impaled in the machine. That spear was made by Adina, my mate, who died last year. It means everything to Arana. She went after the scrapper to get it back.
Oh, I get it. The spear was made by your wife, who's also the mother of your kid, and your kid wants it back because she wants her mother's spear back. Alright. Mother's cradle?
You said Arana went to Mother's cradle?
Yes, southeast of here. I forbid her from going, but ever since her mother died, she's become impossible. Damn it, look at me. A widower, now a cripple. Father that can't find his daughter. Please, help me set things right.
I'll help her if I can.
I'll do what I can to help your daughter.
Make sure she's all right. I'm begging you.
Extreme close-up! Okay. A wounded hunter asked Alloy to find his daughter, who went after a dangerous machine to retrieve a beloved family heirloom.
Good for an old remedy.
Oh, I crafted it for an arrow.
That must be Arana.
I need help!
Sounds like she's in trouble.
I can't get down! Help! Somebody, please! I'm stuck up here! Somebody, please! I can't get down! Help! Get rid of them, please!
As long as you're fast enough to shoot him in the eye.
Thanks for
there.
saving me from those machines.
Oh, you got down. You just need to get rid of them.
Thank you. I thought those watchers were gonna tear me apart.
Your father sent me after you. It's time to go home.
I figured. But I can't go back until I get my mother's spear from that scrapper.
Your father?
Your father is worried sick about you.
He gets worried if I go 10 steps to relieve myself in the bushes.
He just...
Whoa, hey.
He doesn't want to lose you, Alana.
I know. But I do wish he wouldn't yell at me so much.
The spear.
That spear must mean a lot to you.
My mother made it not long before she died. I can't believe my father lost it.
He didn't mean to. Scrappers are dangerous.
I know. I just can't stand the idea that it might be gone forever.
The Watchers.
How did you wind up in that tree?
I tracked the scrapper to Mother's cradle. Caught a glimpse of it too, but then a Watcher saw me and called his pack. By all, Mother, I'm just not a good enough hunter to get that spear back, am I?
I'll look for your spear if it's so important.
I'll look for your spear.
You will? Oh, thank you.
Go find your father. His leg gave out while he was searching for you, just south of Mother's Heart.
Oh, no. Okay, I'll go to him right away. Thanks again.
Alright, yeah. Investigating the area with the focus. Still can't believe the thing tried jumping at me and I dodged it. I thought I could quickly lose him. I thought I could quickly lose the machine by dodging it, by hiding in the bushes, but okay, how do I activate my focus? Ah, V.
Alana's trail ends here. Must be where she saw the scrapper. If I follow its tracks, I should be able to find that spear.
Okay, hold on. Alright, we're getting on the trail.
Mother's cradle.
Jeez, where is it going? Where's this leading me?
The trail ends here. I'll bet it crossed the river. Better check the other side. Getting soaked from melted snow.
Oh yeah, being wet is all the snow. Oh, it has nothing to do with the river you just crossed. The directions didn't tell me to go back and take a second look. I wouldn't have figured out like, oh, I needed to re-highlight it after crossing the river.
Time to see Karst and get a tripcaster.
Huh? Alright, let's continue.
There. Time to get that spear.
Alright, let's try this stealthy approach. What the? What's going on there?
All right.
Back off. Right, button.
Calm. A well-made weapon. Arana will be happy to have it back.
Now that was a fight. I'm going to have a lot to look forward to if more fights in the game are going to be like this one. But for now, let's return the... But for now, let's... Let's return the spear instead of goofing around destroying the robots. I think I need to craft the arrows mid-fight, but, you know, gotta have the supplies. What's that, raccoon?
No one else around. Looks safe to meet. My guess is he'll be waiting for me. There he is. Looks nervous.
I like how the healing mechanic works. Like you can, like you just need to gather the supplies to fill the healing pouch, but otherwise, like healing yourself is as easy as just pushing the Q button, and it'll heal your health bar for pulling an equal amount of stuff from your extras bag.
I'll tuck that away.
As long as I have the extra stuff, healing's practically not a problem. Unless I run out of extra healing goo in the middle
useful.
of the fight.
You'll do.
Why are they all spooked and stalled over there? As long as they don't come over here, I'm more than willing to leave them alone. I got stuff to do.
First you send Arana back to me, and now you've got the spear. When I first called out to you for help, I didn't even know if you'd speak to me. I'm glad you did.
Me too. I can't believe you got the spear back.
Your mother knew how to craft them. It's of exceptional make.
I'll never be the crafter she was, but she did pass along a few tricks. I'd be happy to take a look at your spear.
Thank you. It sounds like she was special. I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, because of you, I still have the spear to remember her by. You didn't have to help us, but you did. She would have admired that. Thank you, Aloy, for everything.
Alright, now... Alright, I leveled up. Wait, why am I missing a bit and stuff? I could have sworn my bar was full. What? Oh, whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna do with half the crap I'm stuffing into my pockets, but I'll figure something out sooner or later, you know? Better to have something you don't need than to need something you don't have. See? Filled it up already.
There's Grata, all alone with Allmother. The only way she knows. Good news, Grata. Once again, Allmother has brought you rabbits. I found your prayer beads, too. Just try not to lose them again.
All-Mother, each morning I find your tears of joy speckling the leaves. Joy at the beauty of all you have made. See how I cry now with you in gratitude.
So you'll cry for her, but you won't speak to me. Fine. Guess that makes you the better outcast. Grata, I may not be around much for a while. I'm gonna run in the proving, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen after that.
All-Mother, I thank you for the kindnesses you share. When the proving comes, in your great wisdom, may you give favor to a brave of generous heart.
I think I get what you're saying. Goodbye, Grata. For now.
All-Mother, hear me as I count off my years of devotion from these beads.
Alright, that's the
Let
next
me
thing.
whisper to you as your soothing whisper comes in the hushing of the grass. All-Mother, see how the beads have been worn smooth in the turning.
You done? Because I'd kind of like to go. Thank you.
Now they are all
Gather blaze from striders.
Ouch!
gets kind of annoying when it's like, it leads me on like that. Just tell me the end, the final end waypoint instead of constantly leading me on, and by like putting different little mini checkpoints like this. Is this one here the end, or are you just gonna... Is there another one after it?
There he is. Looks nervous.
Real nice.
Well, well, well. An outcast on my doorstep. All mother protect me.
Surprised you saw me the way you keep looking every other direction to make sure no one's watching. Careful there, or you'll sprain your neck.
It's always a pain in the neck when you show up, girl, one way or another.
Last time I visited, you had a tripcaster available for trade. Still got it?
I do. But you'd need to bring me a scrapper lens. What can I say? Special weapons don't come cheap.
Oh, I can pay. Took down a scrapper not long ago. Stripped out the lens in perfect condition.
I'll be the judge of that. Show me.
Play movie. This one creates traps and dent, which then when the tripwire to anchor points is broken, it is best used across the sort of narrow spaces can be modified. Elemental payloads. Long range combat when target position is critical can be modified. Is the bow going to be my main weapon, or?
Now that you've got yourself a tripcaster, practice how to use it someplace else, alright? My life's exciting enough without a bunch of shock wire booby traps to trip over.
Really? Could have fooled me. I guess that concludes our business.
Alright. See you around.
Guy's giving us a poor attitude, but at least he's willing to trade it all. Okay, how do I equip the spear? How do I equip the spear? Huh. Faster healing. Time slows while jumping. That might be useful. Press. Go for a high damage attack on downed enemies. Alright, I'm just gonna... I'll just get those extra parts and then I'll probably end the episode. Are these?
I should wear the sights for now. Am I encoded? Low and quiet does it.
didn't mean to.
Safe. For a few minutes, anyway.
Things go down like stomping on Goombas.
Turning back. Down you go. This will do nicely. I've got what I need. Time to meet Rost at the North Gate. I've got other ammo.
I really like how fluid
I can get out of this.
huh? You came charging at me. You're not walking away from this. That guy, he knows this place. He's leaving me alone. He knows what's up. He knows challenging me is a bad idea. You know what? I think we're going to end it here.
Aloy, you're here.
I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Horizon Zero Dawn. And I have to say,
Calm down.
this...
We should speak.
Hold on, I'm ending the episode. I have to say, this second episode has been pretty much nothing but gameplay. And
Stop
I am...
messing around.
Shut up. This second episode has been nothing but gameplay, and I appreciate that a lot better than the story cutscene in abundance in the last episode. Dude, I always prioritize I always personally prioritize his gameplay over story, because but I know people like I'm not to say that a game can't have a good story, but you know, but I primarily focus on good gameplay. If the game, because I believe I said this before, but just to reiterate, a game can survive having a mediocre or bad story if the gameplay is good enough. That's something I think is unique to video games that's hard to say in regards to other storytelling media like movies or books, where the story is the entire point. If a movie has a mediocre or bad plot, that's it. The movie's going to sink. If a book has a mediocre or bad plot, that's it. The book is going to sink. But video games have a better chance of surviving having a mediocre or bad plot because they have the interactive gameplay that movies and books don't have. But it only works in that one direction, though. A good game can survive having a mediocre story if the gameplay is good enough, but it doesn't work the other way. A game can't survive. A good story can't save a game if the gameplay doesn't hold up, if the gameplay isn't good enough. Of course, I do say all this from a purely subjective standpoint. There's obviously going to be people who who disagree or so. So that leads me into I would love to hear comments below about the game and opinions and such. I like getting comments, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been Horizon Zero Dawn, and until next time, I will see you guys around.